Guys, my name is Skyra. I'm a content writer and creator, and today I want to rant.
My name is Theophilus Olayanju. I'm an event MC, and I'm here to rant.
My name is Ep1. I'm a relations manager, and I want to rant.
Many people. Many people. If I start to count, I searched and finally got my apartment in 8 months. So imagine if I was living in the house. I lived with my sister, by the way, and my rent was almost due and I needed to get a place ASAP. 8 months. I would have been under the bridge. Maybe I'll choose Ojuelegba Bridge or Obalende Bridge or Abulegba Bridge because that's like the closest to where I was living. But it's really crazy that it took me 8 months to get a place of my own. And this is because of how crazy it is. I mean, I met so many agents in that course of time. I saw houses, houses that should not even be for human beings. There is one particular house that I saw. The person that reconstructed that house should be prosecuted. 2 portions of rice. Because tell me why there is a pillar in the middle of my living room to the kitchen. So if I wake up in the morning, I have to first hit my head on that pillar. I don't know, maybe like a deity that I need to worship first before. And it's so crazy that, the more I searched, the more I just became very, very angry at the situation of things in Lagos State, especially because finding a place to stay, like a very, very conducive place to stay, is really, really very hard. It's really hard. But we thank the Lord. The Lord did it finally, after so many shaggy.
I think Lagos is becoming every day, at each passing day, a passing moment, is becoming an unlivable place to live. Things are happening in Lagos. I think I have stories for days. Not just of course, I've heard of other people's stories. I also have my story. One of which is, I moved to Lagos in December 2021, December 27th, 2020. And I was staying at Bagada at the time, right? I was staying with a couple of friends. Now they also wanted to move out of, because it was more like a communal living. So they wanted to move out of the place because the landlord increased the rent. And trust me, this house it's not bad, but really, it's not that decent. I'm not gonna lie. Really, for the amount we were paying at the time, it was a 3-bedroom apartment. I think we were paying about maybe 4 million naira, probably 4. This was 2021. 4 million naira at the time, and the landlord or the landlady, whoever the owner of the house, wanted to increase maybe by an extra 1 million naira. And it wasn't just a block of flats, it wasn't just a duplex, it felt like a hostel. There were like 3 different blocks that had like 3 different flats. So it was an eye opener for me, because I was moving from Osun State, where 4 million naira will probably make you a chairman or a councillor of a local government in Osun State at the time, right? At that point, I knew, bro, go out or go home. But I already told my mom that I left home to feed home. I cannot come back to Osogbo. Do you get? So I had to move to the island. Let me say it again. I had to move to the island to go and squat again with another friend. At that point, I knew I had to do multiple jobs, and I was just trying to find my footing in Lagos. I was trying to build a career, build a life in Lagos. So it was hella hard for me. It was hard, bro. And I'm not gonna lie. At some point, I was shuffling between my friend's place that I was squatting at, because at that time he didn't have a bed in his house. We only had a yoga mat that both of us, a big yoga mat that both of us were sleeping on. Then I was shuffling, and of course, because I also understand that people want their privacy, and so I had to sometimes do 2 weeks off the house. I would go and sleep at a studio that my friend was managing at the time in the Kate. I was staying at Ologolo, and I was sleeping on the rug on the studio at the Kate. Bro, I have stories for days. Then at some point, I'll do 1 week. I'll travel back to Shobo to just be with my parents, especially when there's no work, when I have no gigs. I was a photographer at the time, or I just started my photography gig, career rather, at the time. So I would move back home 1 week or 2 weeks, stay with my parents. Then once a gig comes up or there's a project, I come back to Lagos. Then I shuffle between my friend's studio space, sleeping on the rug, and my friend's house at Ologolo as well.
First of all, the
disclaimer, I'm a very soft girl. But Lagos has shown me shege. I will not see shege in Jesus' name. But oh my God, I went through like a whole episode of house hunting. If I decide to write a book, which I'm probably still going to do, it's gonna be a banger. It's going to be such a best-selling book because I was scammed by a pregnant agent. Without a big tummy like this. She was promising me, oh my God, I just can't move. My tummy. Thank God for God. I got my money back, sharp, but I have seen so many things, unthinkable things, and it's just not okay. It's never going to be okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay, continue, please. What's the next thing? And the ridiculous, something I can never understand, the ridiculous inspection fees. I call you as an agent, I say, let's go check out houses. Before I check out houses, I've sent you like a couple of houses that are my spec. We go on, and then you take me to 5 houses, knowing fully well that they are very dysfunctional and disgusting and over the rooftop, just not out of this world, basically. And then we go on and check all of these houses, knowing fully well that I'm supposed to pay 10,000 naira or 15,000 naira for each inspection, for each house. And then we check 5 houses, and I end up not picking any of them, obviously, because they're very dysfunctional. I can never understand how that a system like this runs day in, day out, and there are no checks and balances for it. I've seen a lot though. Gosh, I have.